And yes, Chief Certified Meteorologist Betty Davis is taking us along for an emotional journey. What she's learned both fascinates and shocks her. Betty made these discoveries while tracing her lineage using genealogy software and DNA testing.
It's becoming a very popular hobby for some, and more people are now learning about themselves by looking back. There was a time when the journey to find out who we are, where we came from, meant making physical journeys to libraries and places where immigrants landed. Now technology is blazing the trail on the journey to the past. Genealogists like Marlis Humphrey can uncover photographs, letters, wills, deeds, U.S. Census figures, and birth records for clues about someone's past.
Peeling away the layers, peeling away the ages, yeah. And always looking for patterns and making connections.
Humphrey says in many cases people can do this kind of record searching on their own.
Other times people have tried to do it themselves and they've gotten so far and then they just feel that they're stuck and they need fresh eyes on it, they need somebody to bring it on home or to package it all up, which is an art in and of itself as well, is to put it into a book form or into a video form or however people like to share the information they've learned about their family tree.
Part researcher, part detective, Humphrey can fill in the branches of that family tree. And there are now several companies like Ancestry DNA and Family Tree DNA that can trace your genetic genealogy with a simple swab of the cheek.
It has grown exponentially, and yet we are still at the very infancy of what it can do.
Genetic genealogist Diane Southard says there are now 4 companies doing different kinds of genetic DNA testing.
And so I direct you about what testing company to choose, what test to take, and then once you've had that testing completed, then I help you understand it.
The tests can cost $100 a piece, and the information they provide is limited to the extent of the company's database.
These databases will grow, and their ability to tell us more distinctly what we need to know will also grow.
From knowing where you came from to knowing who you came from, the genealogy journey can be full of twists and turns that may lead in many directions.
There's something in genealogy, they say that sometimes you get stopped going backwards. You can't find, that person's parents and you get stuck, and they say when you can't go back, go sideways. So you start researching the siblings, and sometimes some of those siblings have left a clue. It's like solving a puzzle, absolutely.
Unfolding the mystery. Well, coming up tonight on Local 10 News at 11 o'clock, find out just how surprising and even saddening it can be to learn about your past. See what Betty found out. That's tonight.